Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. This is a end-of-day look at some of the major currency pairs. So let's get started. I'm going to focus mostly on the technicals and start off by looking at the euro versus US dollar. And as you can see here, the initial move to the upside in the early Asian session, that was off the Fitch announcement of the downgrade of US debt. So the price move up to retest the 100-hour moving average. We did it again. We did it 2 days ago on Monday. We did it again on Friday of last week. Each of the times the market has moved up to that 100-hour moving average, we have found sellers, and today was no exception with the price moving to the downside. Now, the move to the downside was able to get below a swing area. That swing area, if you look at this yellow area through here and go back in time, was defined by different swing highs initially here, which formed a ceiling for this pair. We moved up to that ceiling here and then broke above it, and then usually level the ceiling as a floor here before moving to the upside. It wasn't until last Friday where the price returned to the high of that level and again found buyers up toward the 100-hour moving averages on each of these tests, as we saw just a little while ago. Now, in trading here today, the market broke below that floor area, but what was down below that, the 100-day moving average, and you have to go back to this day right here in July 7th to be exact, where the price came down close to that 100-day moving average and found support buyers before moving to the upside. And like that day, we also came down to the 100-day moving average, found support buyers, and moved higher. Now, we don't know where we're going to go from here, but what we can say in the new trading day is that if the price can hold above this area right here between the 109.33 and 109.42, there's a good chance that we rotate back to the upside, and we see the market rotate toward the 100-hour moving average. At that point, we'll see if the price can get above that level and work its way toward the 200-hour moving average, which is declining, or do we move up to the 100-hour moving average, do the same thing that we've seen over the last few trading days, that is, sell off and go and retest the 100-day moving average and break below that level on its way to further downside momentum. So that's how the euro versus US dollar is shaping up. Watch the 109.32 level as close support. If the price can hold that level in the new trading day and also stay above the 100-day moving average, perhaps there's hope for further upside momentum in this pair. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen. And this currency pair came up to test the high price that we saw in yesterday's trade, or high prices that we saw in yesterday's trade. I have here marked this 143.44 level to 143.54 level as a key level to get to and through. Not only did we stall against that level back here, but it was really defined back here where we had different swing lows here at first, then broke below those swing lows and used that level as resistance through here before moving to the downside. So we return back to the level of support / resistance here, and we are finding sellers against that level. Admittedly, modest sellers so far. So in the new trading day, if the price can stay below this level, we have the chance for a rotation further down to this area right here between the 142.23 up to 142.65. What's the importance of that area? You have to go to the daily chart. And if I look at the daily chart of the dollar versus yen and look at this yellow area through here, this is defined by a number of different swing highs and highs going back to this period right here, and then we came up to it in the month of June here before moving to the upside and finding support against that level. In the month of July, we fell back below that level, and it was trading on a Tuesday. We saw the price move above or up to the high of that level and found willing sellers, and yesterday we moved above it, and today we did this. We held support at the low of that swing area. So that's good news for the buyers. As long as the price can remain above this area, it's more bullish for the dollar versus yen. Let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar next on the hourly chart. And if I look at this chart, we came down to a swing area down in this yellow area between 126.81 and 126.988. We found support buyers against that level. This area or the swing area goes back in time to over here where we had a swing high, then broke above that level, used it as a support, then broke below it and used it level as ultimately as a support through here, and before moving to the upside and moving away from this area. Look at all the number of different support lows through here. We had one failed break before the market rotated to the upside. So that swing area was the support target in trading here today. We have another swing area up here between the 127.38 and 127.59 level. If we get above that level, then we could see a rotation back toward the 100-hour moving average, which is moving to the downside in the new trading day. If we find sellers against this level and move below this level right here, the bias remains more to the downside, and we can look for further downside potential in the new trading day. Finally, let's take a look at the Aussie versus US dollar, and I'm going to look at the 4-hour chart in this currency pair. Why? Because you have to go all the way back to this area right through here, where we had a different swing low, broke below that level, and then came back up and retested this level and moved lower, and then moved above it and moved higher through here. We came down toward that level over the last day or so, and then use that level as resistance in trading here today before moving back to the downside. So we are trading below the 0.6558 to 0.6566 level. That level is going to be close resistance. If the price can remain below that level or remain in the extreme type area with the potential for further downside momentum in this currency pair. Don't be surprised if we head on back down toward our lows that we saw in the month of May here, if that technical bias remains in the negative below this swing area. If we move above this level, then we look toward the low prices seen here and here and here, and we use that level as resistance here, so up to around the 0.66 level on the top side for the Aussie versus US dollar. So there you have it, a look at some of the major currency pairs as we head into the close, as we head into the new trading day in the Asian Pacific session. Good fortune with your trading, and thanks for your support. Bye bye now.